Is it you, babe? Yay!
Back in the kitchen today making a homemade probiotic powerhouse that's not sauerkraut. Let's have a look. So during our health journey, we found that probiotics are so good for us. So we set about trying to make some. And we use lots of cabbage and we use lots of water and salt, only to find that sauerkraut's not our favourite. However, with lots of trial and error, we stumbled across a really nice recipe that we all love. So today I'm going to show you how to make cortido. So you can see straight away that the main difference with this is the vegetables that go in it. A sauerkraut is traditionally just cabbage and salt and some pickling spices and some water. But this one is, we're starting out with some cabbage and some carrots. So I'm going to be blending these, or grating these, should I say, in the food processor. So I'm just trying to get everything to a shape that I can put it through the food processor to grate it all up, really. One of the biggest reasons we love this is that the carrots and the onions just add such a sweetness to it that we all really enjoy. We've started eating probiotics a while ago now, actually, after discovering how good they are for you. When you ferment the vegetables, it's not just a preservation method. When you ferment the vegetables, you are increasing the nutritional value of them. You are preserving them, but you're also creating lactobacilli. You can buy it in pellet form, you know what I mean, capsule form. But I will always favour the real thing over a synthetic if I can help it. There are not always times when you can, but I will always try and do that because you get much more fibre and many more vitamins in the whole vegetable rather than the isolated basilica. But this is me finishing off. I've got a couple of large chunks that I've not gone through the grater very well. But I'm doing this so we've got more surface area to be for the lactobacilli to grow on, really, and you're releasing a lot of the enzymes within the raw vegetable. It's all going to go in a big pot, and now we grind it, we bash it, I just use an old rolling pin. You can get a dabber or a muddler, they're called, I think, but this is my muddler. It's just an old rolling pin. It's great. So now we spend ages doing this.
2 hours later.
Look at the changing colour of it. Look, I've added some salt to this and now I've left it for a little while. As the salt draws out all the liquid, I'm giving it a good massage. Again, I've left it for a little while longer, and now watch this. When you see, look, all that liquid coming out, that's what we want. We want the vegetables to stay underneath the liquid. This is going to help prevent mold. It's going to help keep out the oxygen from the food, from the liquid, so that it's not going to mold. It's not going to get bad bacteria. The salt helps keep the bad bacteria at bay until the lactobacilli can colonise the rest of it and make more good probiotics, basically. So this is why I'm pushing it right down to make sure that it's all going to stay under the water line, liquid line. Now, on mine, there's slightly there's not quite enough liquid in there. So I am making a salt water brine to put in. So this is why I'm on the scales. Now, to get a 2%, we want at least a 2% brine, okay? So I'm making my weights and my measures, and I'm doing that. I explain more about the brine in another video. But the great thing about this is that you can use so many different vegetables. Anything you've got in that's like a fibrous vegetable, I think would go great in here. You could use leeks, you could use onions, you could use spring onions, all sorts. I wouldn't use peppers, but that's only because I've got a better use for peppers. You could put peppers in this, but I wouldn't because I've got a better use for peppers. Stay tuned to the end to find out what that is. And here we go. I'm using an old cabbage leaf to weigh it down. Or the outside leaf of the cabbage, should I say, to keep it all underneath the waterline. You can use weights. You can get special weights. So there we have it. We're going to sit in there. We don't hardly use the microwave, so there's no, I'll move him if we do. So that's where he's going to sit at room temperature to ferment and get all bubbly. And once we see the bubbles in it, we check it every day. This is a valve. I've just got this new one. So we put this valve down so that the air can come out of here, but no, nothing can get in. All right, so this is why this is on here. This is down, and once I want to release it, I release that valve and I can open it and check it. Once we start seeing bubbles around here, then we know we're in business. But he's going to sit there for a few days and we'll check back with him in a couple of days. So I don't know if you can see this, but 2 days later and we've got bubbles. So I did nothing yesterday, but we've got bubbles in there, look. Bubbles? Can you see? We've got bubbles all the way through. There's more liquid that's risen up. Bubbles, look, can you see bubbles? So I just popped the seal of this and all the bubbles will go in everywhere. So let's have a little taste. This is just a taste to see if it's been going for long enough. All right, so let's have a look. Oh, there goes the bubbles, look. Ooh. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love that. So that's going to now go in the fridge to stop it from fermenting anymore. That is perfect. I love it. The carrots give it a little bit of sweetness, but then you've still got the salty tang and the fermented tang, but it's not massively tangy to be not very nice. Oh, it's so lovely. I can't even tell you. That's gorgeous. I'm very impressed with this. I love this stuff. So this is the jar. It's going to live in the fridge to stop the fermenting process. Now it's perfectly where we want it. And we love it. I love it, especially I'll have it on top of jacket potatoes. I'll have it in a wrap or in a sandwich where I might use coleslaw. It's great in soups. It's so fantastic just to add as a little side condiment, like you would have a pickle or a chutney or something like that. Really good for you and really tasty. Now, don't forget, I mentioned that I would not put peppers into here because I've got a better idea for fermented peppers. If you want to find out what that is, check the video out, the next video. But till then, see you soon.